Hey, what's up, ladies and gents on Twitter? I am AJ Dombrowski, and this is the very first time I have ever produced any video content. So I've wanted to do this for a long time, and I've kind of been putting it off because I didn't have the right equipment, I didn't have the right lighting situation, as you can see. I didn't have really quality audio equipment, all of that. And so, for the most part, I have avoided doing anything like this. But I really enjoy producing content on Twitter, just talking about the Niners, right? So if you're on Twitter and seeing this, you're probably, already familiar with me because you're picking it up off my timeline. If you're seeing this on YouTube, it's just because it's where I'm hosting it. Hopefully I can pick up a following there as well. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about Javon Kinlaw. And the main reason I'm doing it this way is as I gather the materials to become better at this. The main reason I'm doing it this way is because I just want to get comfortable talking on camera. And right now I'm a massive introvert, so it can be a little bit difficult for me. So bear with me. Let me improve lighting a little bit. But it's going to be really casual. I'm not going to be taken too seriously until I have some real good equipment and I feel more comfortable talking and planning and getting ready. So anyways, let's start with Javon Kinlaw. A lot of people don't think he was the right pick. And I kind of get it. Everybody wanted Jerry Jeudy or they wanted CeeDee Lamb. There was a lot of excitement for those two receivers, but I want to say that Javon Kinlaw was not only the right pick, he was the best possible pick in this entire draft. Okay? He wasn't most people's number one tackle, but he was San Francisco's number one tackle, I promise you that. So let's get into why it was the right pick. First off, wide receivers bust constantly in the first round. Statistically speaking, either Jerry Jeudy or CeeDee Lamb are going to be out of the NFL in 5 years. I know that doesn't sound like it's possible. We all look at them and we go, oh my God, they're such amazing talents. Well, so was Kevin White, Nelson Aguilar, Brashard Perriman, Philip Dorsett, Corey Coleman, Will Fuller, Josh Doxson, Laquan Treadwell, Corey Davis, Mike Williams, John Ross. Would you want to have ended up with one of them? That's what we're looking at. So defensive tackle is a much lower bust rate. So it was the right move to go get a defensive tackle. It was a very deep class in wide receiver. So you're going to take the chance at some point, right? You're going to go get a guy at that position, but to be able to do it at 24, was it, instead of 13, and still get a defensive tackle, that's a much more reliable pick. I think it was the right move. Finally, replacing Buckner. Look, the strength of our team was the defensive line. It was not even close. We needed to maintain that. You draft a Jerry Jeudy, you draft a CeeDee Lamb, and you don't get a guy like Javon Kinlaw. You end up with a guy like Blacklock, I think was his name, who is not ready to step into that role and dominate the way that Buckner did. Excuse me for my voice. I saw some people claim that DJ Jones could step in. And I would say, no, he's not a 3-tech. He's a 1-tech. He's not a pass rusher. Then they should, of course, send me the clip of him bowling over a center in Seattle. And I'm, okay, you want to send me his other 2 career sacks, to bolster your argument? 2? He's just not a pass rusher. He is a pure 1 technique. You can argue with me all you want. No, he cannot step into that 3-tech role and fill what Buckner does. He had a 61.7 pass rush grade this year on 147 pass rush snaps. Buckner had 77.3 on 622 snaps. So who is Kinlaw? I like to think of him as a Buckner clone. He's almost the same guy on paper coming out of college. I've seen him listed anywhere from 6'5 to 6'6, everywhere from 302 to 324. So on tape, what is he? He's a physical freak. He plays violently. His motor never stops. He's powerful. He tosses around offensive linemen. All of this is just like Buckner. Same strengths, same weaknesses. Even lack of great technical ability, plays a bit high, can react poorly off the ball now and then. His burst is, or his explosiveness is fine. He just comes off a tad late every now and then. That can be improved. It's just a matter of getting his focus on the ball rather than maybe trying to predict a snap count, or I don't know what it was, but every once in a while he would be a tad late off the ball. One thing I really like is that maybe he's going to be a better student than Buckner was. As good as Buckner was, he never really advanced his game. He was he was the same guy every year. Maybe this guy could develop some of those moves, some of the kind of things that make Aaron Donald great, Aaron Donald's technical prowess. But that's why Buckner never really became what Aaron Donald is, despite greater physical tools. He does tend to play high. Kinlaw I'm talking about. But I think that's my only two real arguments with him is he plays a little high sometimes, which means somebody can get under his pads and get him lifted and get leverage on him. And he doesn't have a great deal of technical prowess yet. Hopefully he'll be a great student to the game. We know he came into college football very, very overweight. I think I read he was somewhere around 380 pounds when he started college, but he lost that and kept it off. So we know we have someone who's willing to work to make himself better. Extremely violent, a lot like Buckner. He just fights through everything, plays a ton of snaps and never slows down, a lot like Buckner. I keep saying, he's a freaking Buckner clone. He's almost the same guy. So yeah, that's my breakdown of Javon Kinlaw. I think we got a guy that could end up being better than Buckner for Buckner. And we've got him on, a rookie contract for 4 or 5 years. We pick up the option. It was a fantastic pick. And I think the 49ers are going to be the best defensive line in football for years to come. So I hope you enjoyed this first little bit of content from me. I don't expect it to go over great because it was just kind of off I did it so that I had something out there. I was started. So rather than sitting here waiting for everything to be perfect before I set it up. So I did it with this crap equipment, this phone leaning up against my computer screen, and a Bose headset. Till next time, go Niners.